Oh, thank you, sir. Oh, that's awesome. I just had somebody give me a hat. I have hosted a lot of these before. Mardi Gras Carnival Vet Appreciation Hat. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. I like my hat. I've never worn a hat on stage before. I've been doing this for about a decade. That's the first time. I like it. Thank you very much. I think it suits me, I'll tell you. Now, I want to start off by saying something very important. This event is something very important. It's something near and dear to my heart. I grew up in a family where the idea that I am very lucky to be born when I was born was drummed into me from an early age. My dad's dad, Cyril, he actually served during World War II. He's still kicking at home. He would definitely be the oldest person on board this week. A great guy. My mum's dad served in the RAF at the end of World War II, just after it had finished. And these two gentlemen are the gents that lived in our house with us. And it was not a big house. Houses in England aren't big anyway. But it wasn't even big by English standards. And they lived in our lounge, both of them. And as I grew up, they're the ones telling me about all the things they went through and had to do. And basically how lucky I am. We didn't have to watch TV. We just heard these two talk. And when you do have that, I'm sure as many of you have, otherwise you wouldn't be in this room, you do realize how lucky you are. And hosting this event, I get to be here in front of so many people, all that could probably agree with one thing, that people that serve and their families do not get enough appreciation. And that's why we're here today, to send a little bit more of those positive vibes out there and send a little bit of love. And also, sometimes, and this is something really special, there is connections in this room. And I don't say sometimes, like 5 years ago, 2 weeks ago, we had two people that, and you'll see how it happens when we start, knew each other, they served with each other years before, and then they got to hang out for the rest of the cruise. This is a small world we live in, and especially in a gathering like this, those connections do happen. What I'm talking about now is the elephant in the room. Lots of you are now thinking, wait a minute, this is a military appreciation event, and I'm cruising with Carnival. Carnival is America's cruise line. Carnival has more active and retired military personnel than anyone else. I'm on a ship out of Port Canaveral with 99% Americans on board. And the person leading the military appreciation has got a funny accent. It's true, I do. I have a funny accent. I am from England, and I, like many of you, really proud to be here, and I like to throw that out there straight away. This is a military appreciation event, and if you are from an allied country, if you're from Canada or the UK or Australia, wherever it is, if you've been somebody out there fighting, bleeding on the same battlefields at the same time, I am not going to say, if I say army, I'm not going to say Canadian army. No, I'm going to say army, because if you've been out there serving with each other, there is not going to be anybody, I promise you, from the American army that doesn't want to stand up side by side with you. They probably drank with you at some point. And on that same note, when I talk about, let's say, I talk about army, if you are for the Canadian army or the US army or wherever you are, but if you are a loved one or a family member, you really don't get enough appreciation. There is hardly any. And so I'm not going to then pause and go, wives of the army and husbands of the army, or sons or daughter or family members, anyone loving, writing, praying, supporting, those people, believe me, and I say this with absolute, undoubted certainty, if this person here, which branch of the military are you in? You're in the army. When I say army and get army to stand up, not yet, do you mind if any of those people, writing, loving, supporting, the families, the loved ones stand up with you? You're not going to mind, are you? Of course you won't, because those people should stand up and get that appreciation and love as well. And that's all this event is. It's simple. It is making sure that everybody in here that might have never received appreciation before will leave this room going, wow, that did feel good. And I have had many people in the past that have come to this event that have said to me, I I stopped wearing my uniform when I came back from serving because of the way that I'd been treated, and I came out today, and you know what? I will wear my uniform again, or I will tell people when I served. And you know what? We've got to send those positive messages, because there might be someone in this room that has never heard the words welcome home before. But I tell you what, when we're done with today, that will not be the case anymore. But I want to mention one more important thing though. We are out of America, right? And at this time, there is only one appropriate way to start a military appreciation event out of America. So at this time, I'm going to bring out Drew. Drew is one of the amazing performers you've watched on stage all week. And at this time, what we're going to do is start off our military appreciation event with the national anthem. So please, everybody, I didn't even have to finish that sentence, did I? Thank you. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you, Drew. Thank you very much, and thank you to all of you. I appreciate you, Drew. So what we're going to do, everybody, sir, the gentleman gave me this hat. For this next bit, I'm going to be taking it off and putting it down, so I'm just going to put it here, but I appreciate I will put it on right at the end as well. I just do not want to be disrespectful and not take my hat off at the right plant, and I want to make sure I do that right. Very important, everybody. What we're going to do today is we're going to highlight the different branches of the military. When we highlight them, what we're going to do is get the people connected. And I say the word connected, as I mentioned, if you are someone that has been loving, supporting the family, the loved ones. I met somebody last week that in one school year, he had to move schools 4 times. You can't tell me that child isn't serving too, right? Like, that's the families as well with that child. I mean, and I really want you to make sure that if you are the family of someone that had to move school 4 times because your family was in the army, then you make sure that you stand up, and people want to say and show you some love as well, right? It's so important. Now, as I do highlight the different branches of the military, I get you to get the people that are connected with that branch to stand up first for a few seconds, look around the room. And then I'm going to ask the rest of you if you appreciate that branch of the military. I have a strong feeling you would not be in this room unless you did. So at that point, that's when you loosen up the shoulders, get ready to stand on your feet, clap, cheer, scream, shout, throw your children in the air, and make sure all of those people standing know how much you appreciate them. Let's say you stood up for a branch of the military. I see you wearing an Air Force hat. When that happens, when he stands up, the people around, make sure you see where that person is, so then when I say, do you appreciate them, at that point, make sure you tap them on the shoulder and say thanks, because no matter what I say or what I do, someone peers telling you thank you and you're appreciated, or saying that to someone, is the most important bit. And then I do something that's really funny. Last week we had somebody complain. They were like, what did he do? He can't do that. I've been doing the same thing before this was ever an event that was ever standard. Because there is one thing that I know that a lot of military personnel really miss, and that's the camaraderie. that camaraderie, that family, that connection, that walking up to someone you don't know and having a bit of a laugh with them. That camaraderie is always done with respect and love and appreciation, but it is that camaraderie that a lot of people will, that's that nostalgic that people miss. And I say this with all honesty, playfully, Marines. Playfully. Because, and let me clarify again, without every branch of the military, it can't be done. Without every branch of the military, the successes, it doesn't work. But just because you're not in the same branch, you can still have a laugh. I had somebody say to the other day, the Marines said to the Navy, I said, tell everyone something funny about why you think the Marines are the best. And the Marine goes, well, simply, I just want to thank the Navy for being our Uber driver. You know what I mean? Is that playful? Is that respectful? Yes, it is. But you know what? Does it make people smile? Does it encourage that camaraderie as well? Of course it does. And that's what I like a little bit. Now I say playfully, I say to the Marines, because let's face it, we know the Marines. But I will have it one person, and I really want it to be one person with one little positive message that can say, if I say after the army, if there's somebody, one person in the army that would like to say why playfully the army is the most fun, or why they're the best, playfully, because we know we need everybody. I like to have a bit of a laugh with it as well. So just give us a wave for that. And you know what? Let's have some fun. Get ready, every one of you now, because this is where the aerobics portion of the event comes. As I see a lot of you looking, wait a minute, I'm going to have to stand up and sit down 5 times. That's just the beginning. Anyone else in this room? How about a big round of applause for everyone out there as well then? Lots of people served at a different time, and there's we also, of course, recently have to acknowledge Colin Powell, who is a retired United States Army General. Amazing military career and such a big positive influence on so many people out there. And up next, what we're going to do is have a moment of silence. Now, all I want to say is, this is a moment of silence for everyone to think. Pause. Moment of silence, especially at a military appreciation event, can be tough. I find them tough. So I'm not saying other people, I find them tough. All I want you to do for this is, if you see someone that stood on their own for this, make sure at the end of a moment of silence, you give them a tap on the shoulder and let them know someone's there next to them, right? During this moment of silence, everyone wants to do it differently. Some people like to sit, some people like to stand. However you feel comfortable for that moment of silence is completely up to you. But all I would like you to do is think about all the people that are out there serving right now. And let's think about all the people that sadly are not able to enjoy vacations and do things and be with their family because they paid the ultimate price. Mardi Gras family, let's just please, at this time, I will ask you to all pause for a short moment of silence. Amen. Thank you. Please, at this time, give a big round of applause and send some love to everybody out there that needs some love. Tap someone on the shoulder. Show someone you appreciate them. There's a lot of, we can be louder than that. Let's send some more love to the people in this room. Send some more love to the people in this room. There needs to be love after that. What we're going to do now, everybody, is before I say anything else, we're going to watch a short video from a young lady who was actually here last week, a president of Carnival Cruise Line. Actually, since this video came out, her son is actually now a JAG. He actually moved on. I've to add that on. We just found out he recently just got his promotion as well. Mardi Gras family, this is our president of Carnival Cruise Line, Christine Duffy. If the crew, there it is.
Christine Duffy, President of Carnival Cruise Line, and I would like to thank you not only for cruising with us, but for attending this special tribute we've put together to honor those who have served or are currently serving in our military. I have personally witnessed the honor and dedication of military men and women and the sacrifices made by their families, and I am humbled by those who are willing to give so much to preserve and protect our freedoms. I hope all of you have enjoyed this special event today as much as we at Carnival enjoy honoring you for your service. We thank you for spending your vacation with us, and on behalf of the entire Carnival family, we hope you and your loved ones had an extraordinary time here on your Carnival cruise, because you deserve it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everybody. She was here last week and she had to speak after her own video. Imagine how awkward that was. I want to say on a personal note, thank you for all being here today and being a part of this very special event. I could see it, and that's my favourite part, the love that was shared around the room. I'll be stood right up there at the end, just on this side at the top of the stairs, and if you want to come by and say hello, I would love to say hi. And on a serious note, I just want to say thank you for all being here today. We always like to grab a picture of how many people are in the room, so I'm going to invite our photographer. We're going to get a snapshot. If you want to smile underneath your mask, that's absolutely fine. Just smile with your eyes, everybody. And thank you to all of you. Mardi Gras family, thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of this very special day. Thank you for your service. And I hope to see you around the ship. And hopefully I'll see you at the top of the stairs. I'm putting on my new hat. Thank you very much.